Hi friends, welcome back to Testing to the Respond. This is Lokesh Gorantla, and today we are going to discussing about our new topic that is executing and fail the test cases in TestNG Selenium Java. Okay, if you see in the previous sessions, we have seen couple of annotations, right? Inside that, how we can able to run some test cases and all we have seen. Okay, in that also we are going to see for now. Another one is executing for failed test cases. In the listeners also we have seen that how to do the parameterization. The listeners we created inside the listeners we have made it for passed and failed cases, and the failed cases we took the screenshot also. Okay, how we can able to take the screenshot. Okay, this is a listeners code. Okay, and we have created for the screenshot one. Okay, whenever the script is failed we are going to capturing for the screenshot of that. Okay, now we are going to seeing that if test case got failed, then how we can able to take. Okay, there are a couple of things, okay, which we can able to see. Okay, now there is a one thing like a testng hyphen failed dot xml. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, option one. Okay, this when this particular file will be created, this basically whenever you run a suite of test cases, like you are running for testng.xml file. Imagine, okay, in that particular test case you have for 100 test cases. In that there are 5 or 20 test cases that got failed. In this particular test cases it will create for testng failed.xml file by default by testng itself. Okay, this file you have to run automatically where it will create. Okay, it will create under test hyphen outputs, right? Under that you can scroll down, expand and scroll down, you can able to see testng hyphen failed dot xml file. Okay, we have run only one simple test case, it is included that. Okay, if it is fail automatically it will be taken, where which is the test case it will fail automatically, it will create this particular testng hyphen fail test cases, and you can you will see in there that. Okay, you can just rerun that particular file. If it is pass or fail you can able to get it the script. Okay, these are one format of that. Okay, and another format, this is the easiest way, but one thing, if all the test case got passed you will not see for this one. Okay, this is a one, you whenever you're running that one you have to know that whether it is presented or not presented, that you have to remember it. Okay, right click and run. Okay, this is the option one. We have option 2 also. Okay, option 2, what is the option 2? We can able to use for I retry analyzer. Okay, this one, this method is basically we can able to do that automatically, it will be done. Okay, this is basically a best practice wise also industry standard, they are going to use this one. Okay, how we can able to use I retry analyzer. Okay, for that I'm going to create one class. Okay, I'll create a class called retry failed test. Okay, retry failed test case. Okay, from here we need to implements I retry analyzer. Okay, and here we need to make that use and private and count static final int max try. It's a two times. Okay, any test case if it is failed it should be retry for two times. Okay, override, and we are going to use public boolean retry. Okay, I test result. Okay, because we need to, based upon the test result only, we are going to make. Okay, if count is greater than max try, then we need to use the count plus plus and then return true, or else return false. Okay, now we made it for this one. Okay, now I'm going to create for one class. Okay, which is tc011. Okay, this is basically we are going to test this one. Okay, whether that particular which we are creating, that is working or not. Okay, and here I'm going to use for at the rate test annotation. Okay, and then public void test method. Okay, under that what I can do, output just for execution, we can do the assert false. Until that it will fail, it will be try. Okay, but this is enough means no, because we have to call that which we created for I retry analyzer. Okay, here we need to copy this particular listener. Okay, this particular class dot class. Okay, now we are created this one. Okay, now where we need to create run this particular one, whenever we call this particular class will be called, and then it will be given a output. In case if it is fail, it will retry. Okay, what is the use of here? Sometimes maybe your application is not loading perfectly. It need to be run continuously twice or thrice, and it will be passed. That time it will be workout. Okay, say it got failed, and if you see three times it is got right. First time it is tried, it is failed, and then it is retried. Okay, see the count is 2. Okay, like this it will be given for you the output. Okay, this is a main way. Okay, standard wise we can able to do. Okay, there is another option we have for option 3 also. What we can do here, we can try all the failed test cases test using listeners. Okay, this is a advanced concept of you can able to take, but if you do not want to add retry analyzer in this at the rate test place, it will be not be workout. Okay, how we can able to do, we can need to create another one. Okay, this is a retry failed test case. Okay, now we are going to create for retry listener. Okay, for that how we can able to implement another class. Okay, this is basically retry listener. Okay, and again here also we need to implement I annotation, I annotation transfer, I annotation transfer. Okay, and here we need to use the override and public void transform. Okay, here we need to use the methods called iTest annotation, annotation, comma, and we can able to use the class test class. Okay, and constructor test constructor. Okay, then method test method. Okay. Inside the method, we need to call all the things. Okay. Now I'm going to call for annotations one. Okay. Set retry analyzer. Okay. Here we need to call the class. Which class we need to call? This particular class which we have created, right? Retry one. This we need to call. Okay. Dot class. Okay. Now we call that particular class as well. Okay. Now how to do this? Now we need to create our listener. Okay. We need to call the listeners. Okay. Where we need to call this? We need to call from uh, XML file. Okay. We need to call from XML file. We can create a one class file. Sorry, Excel file. Sorry, a file. We call it as a retry.xml file. Okay. And which is provided for the listener one. Okay, I'll copy this one. I'll paste it here. Okay. Now we need to use for suit level. We can try for rerun. Why rerun is not there. Okay. We can. You can see it is executed thrice and it is given a failed one. Okay. Like this we can able to use, and there is another way also. There is a retry is there when we are not used. See whether it will be run or not. It's only one time. Webs one. There is a one method should be there where failed test cases we can able to do. Allow return value as false, config data provider, adjust false, skip failed inconvenience, thread count 5. There is one more method will be there, but it is not coming that method. Actually, rerun of failed test case count, that is not coming actually. Otherwise, I can show that this is basically sorry, we missed somewhere something. We created that listener. Okay, here. Okay, and I will copy this. Yeah. See, now it is got 3. Actually, I tried for rerun failed test cases. That particular method is not presented. It is not coming actually. I'll check in backend. I don't know why it is not showing, but it will be there. Rerun failed test cases from the XML. It's the simplest way, but why it is not coming, I don't know. but which we have created a retry listeners, right? That I we call it from the listener place, and we call the class name, and then you can see, right, the output also it given for all three times it is hit, and it is given for what are the failures. Okay, how many retries one. Okay, these are retrying for failed test cases running purpose. Okay, and these three options are presented. The fourth one it is not coming, we'll check later. Okay, we'll see for these three what is the which should be pick. Okay, and if you say TestNG, first one testng dot failed one, it is basically a good for any demo time. Okay, you can give for any demo to anyone, it will be a good to provide it, because this already failed one it is creating for XML file, then we can able to run it. But as for running purpose is a less used. Okay, because in case if something is failed and it is not uh, generated the file, that time it will be failed, but you saw the failed test case is there, but this testng dot failed one it is not generated the XML, then you may not be a run. Okay, that's why it's a less use on a real time, but it is a good practice for any demo purpose to give for anyone, it will be a good practice to give. Okay, and next one for I retry analyzer, this is the best practice in a industry wise. Okay, best use. Okay, and even you can use for highly recommended for and real time also. Okay, highly used one. And listeners, in the third option is basically these are advanced concepts actually, and it is also a framework level we can able to use it in a framework level. If you want, you can use, no issues, anything. But maximum everyone will try for this I retry listeners. Comparing to that, if you want, you can go for listener itself. Okay, any three you can able to use. But comparing to first one, you can use for remaining two, any one you can able to use that one. Okay. Okay. I hope it this entire information help for you. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues, and don't forget to like my video. Thank you.